Scaremoxy with you again. Welcome to the moments that define WrestleMania as we continue on the line of great moments in WrestleMania history as I see it. I just rushed back from college, and by the time I get done with this, I'm going to have to rush back to the college to get to class. So we'll try and make this quick. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday for my review of the first WrestleMania. Gene Okerlund, WWE Hall of Famer, Mean Gene Okerlund, the first person in history to sing the national anthem, American Beautiful, at a WrestleMania. The way he did it was rather funny. His exotic enthusiasm. And our flag was still there. Everybody! He had a good time, obviously. But we move on a year later, WrestleMania 2. April 7th, 1986. Ray Charles kicking it off, for the sake of this conversation. The top 3 moments, and I think I should add a special category, so I'll explain it to you later. The squash of the night, the squash match, the match that just filled some time, pretty much, and, it was Fabulous Moolah against Velvet McIntyre for the Women's Championship, but Moolah retained in record time. Not as quick as King Kong Bundy, but still a squash at over Velvet McIntyre. But WrestleMania 2, and Velvet McIntyre also inducted into, never mind. That's Wendy Richter. Top 3 moments of WrestleMania 2, which emanated from 3 cities. The only time in WrestleMania history that 3 cities have hosted WrestleMania, Los Angeles, California, the LA Sports Arena, the Rosemont Horizon, it's in Chicago, it's first of 3 WrestleManias it would host, and Uniondale, New York, the Nassau Coliseum, home of the Islanders. Nothing really noteworthy coming out of this WrestleMania. There was double, maybe triple, the celebrity power that there was at the first WrestleMania. You had, Joan Rivers, Tommy Lasorda, Susan St. James, Elvira out in L.A., Clara Peller, the Where's the Beef lady, even Ozzy Osbourne brought into the fray. Ricky Schroeder of what was then the recently canceled Silver Spoons program, Herb, G. Gordon Liddy, among a whole bunch of others, even Dick Butkus and Ed Too Tall Jones who participated in WrestleMania in Chicago. But number 3 moment for me, the triple cast, haven't been done since. The 3 cities hosting WrestleMania at the same time. Number 2 for me, the main event coming out of New York in the Nassau Coliseum was what I mentioned yesterday, the rivalry between Roddy Piper and Mr. T heating up at this WrestleMania. Not as good as the first encounter. Round 2 was a boxing match between the two. Mr. T, escorted by Smoking Joe Frazier in his corner. Roddy Piper had some old guy, and I forget his name. I think it was Lou Duva. But Roddy Piper and Mr. T, they battled it out, and this would probably be the end of their rivalry in WWE. Mr. T ending up winning by a disqualification in the 4th round when the ref got knocked down, and Roddy Piper body slamming Mr. T, causing a riot, causing the end of their matchup in the boxing match. Mr. T declared the victor. 12 matches were on this card, 4 in each side. There was the main event of the New York portion of WrestleMania. And in Chicago, it's my favorite match of the card. Not to do away with the steel cage match for the WWE Championship, which was really Hogan and Bundy. Were not really an impressive showing, but nothing really to criticize, as I said in the last one with 80s wrestling. 12 matches on the card, but the main event from the Chicago side of things, also in Chicago, which I should mention, a tag team championship change, the only title changing in the WWE this WrestleMania. The unexpected victory for the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith, Dynamite Kid, over the Dream Team of Greg Valentine, I believe, and Brutus Beefcake, managed by Johnny Valiant. But the match of the night, my favorite, and the moment that defines this WrestleMania is the Battle Royal between WWE and WWE superstars and stars coming out of the National Football League. Dick Butkus and Too Tall Jones. The referees on the outside, Ernie Ladd, a former WWE superstar and also an NFL superstar, doing color commentary. And in Chicago, you had a young Hart Foundation, a young Bret Hart in this match. Ted Arcidi, King Tonga, later known as Haku, and obviously Andre the Giant in this matchup. And you had those midst of WWE stars, and Andre the Giant, obviously the king of the Battle Royals. And if any professional athlete, in my mind, can work a good wrestling match, it would be football players, because football and wrestling just kind of go hand in hand, not with the ballet aspect, but just the toughness of the guys and the brute force. And you had a lot of guys who were brute in their day, including a couple guys from the recent Super Bowl champs, from Super Bowl 20, the Chicago Bears, who obviously got the large cheering from the crowd for them. Jimbo Covert and obviously William the Refrigerator Perry, which the fans were hoping that he would win that night. And I still don't understand why he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's only been in the WWE once that I know of. But this defined it was a typical Battle Royal affair, which is Battle Royal is usually good because of all the insanity involved. 5,212 pounds of insanity in the ring, as Gorilla Monsoon pointed out. Over 5,000 pounds, and Andre fits for merely a tenth of the fraction of the weight that was in the ring. And obviously Andre, as the king of the Battle Royals, he won, and against tremendous displays of WrestleMania history. WrestleMania 2 picked up where the first one left off. Not as good, I believe, but certainly noteworthy with the stuff that I've told you. This is Scary Moxley, and I'll come back with you tomorrow to talk about the first big-time historic WrestleMania in history, as most of us will mark in the history books, WrestleMania 3, Pontiac, Michigan, March 29, 1987, and that comes tomorrow. Until then, Scary Moxley saying I get back to class, and I'll see you tomorrow as the moments that define WrestleMania continue.